We're back, and we've all heard the comparison between a football field and a battlefield. You can hear that on any given Sunday. It's not a comforting image, however, for parents of teenage football players. If you've ever played the game, or if you have a child who does, you know there will be injuries, and sadly, head injuries are all too common lately. Tonight, NBC's Chris Jansing tells us what is and isn't being done about it.
It was a gorgeous fall weekend like this one, a football game like thousands of others. But in October 2006, 13-year-old Zachary Lystedt took a hit so hard you can see him holding his head, yet he got back into the game.
Do you remember the game at all?
I don't even remember that school year.
When the game was over, Zachary collapsed. He was in a coma for almost 40 days, didn't speak for 9 months. 3 years later, Zachary's goal now is to walk again.
I take care of him 24 hours a day, every day of the week.
Very good, son.
The Lystedts would learn that head injuries among teenage athletes are devastatingly common, as many as 3 million concussions a year. And one study found that an unacceptably high percentage of high school players were playing with residual symptoms from a prior head injury, putting them at risk for what's known as second impact syndrome.
If a youth athlete with a concussion continues to participate, bad things can happen. Every year, 5, 6, 7 youth athletes die after concussion.
And experts say thousands more suffer post-concussion syndrome, leaving players depressed, unable to concentrate, their memory impaired. So what's going on? High school players today tend to be taller, faster, heavier. They hit harder than their dads did. And one thing that hasn't changed, teenagers tend to think they're invincible.
We're going to have to go the long way.
So the Lystedts fought to get a law passed in Washington state with a simple message. When in doubt, sit them out. Without medical clearance, players don't get back into the game.
There isn't a parent that I know, there isn't a person I know that would ever want to live in our life. Never.
Not so long ago, Zachary Lystedt was a multi-sport star. Now he can only play video games, but shows all the heart that made him a winner.
I would sacrifice my life to save 100 kids.
A life where a single step would now be the greatest victory. Chris Jansing, NBC News, Maple Valley, Washington.